What is going on, everybody? So this is what we're going to be videoing today. We purchased today for one of my sons 2009 Spyder GT. We paid $1,000 for it before, tax and title, whatever. So we paid $1,000, and it's definitely a project car. The motor, all that stuff, perfect. Does need some cosmetic stuff. We're pretty handy with doing things like that, so we figured we would get it and do it ourselves, save us some money. I'm going to take you around, show you everything about the car. It needs some help. Today's project is going to be doing the inside. I'll show you that in a minute. But alright, so first thing, obviously you can tell it does have different fender colors, different bumpers. So supposedly the person that had this before was drifting and they lost control, yada yada yada, and this is where we are now. So there is new fenders and new bumpers on here. What's going to happen with this car is it's going to get wet sanded and all that good stuff, and we're going to primer it for a little while, and then it's going to get wrapped. So for now it'll be primered. So let's take you around and show you what we are dealing with. So obviously you can see the hood needs some help. And there's the other fender. It is going to need a new top, which we've priced that already, which isn't expensive at all. Alright, so that's the outside of the car. Now the inside of the car. The guy that we got it from said that it sat in a barn for like 3 years. The towels are ours because, well, they needed something to sit on because of it. It definitely needs a lot of cleaning and a lot of work on the inside. So like I said, today's project is just to make sure that that back plastic isn't leaking. If so, I'm gonna try to do a temporary fix on that for right now. And we're going to clean the inside of this up and vacuum it out and possibly do some carpet shampooing and seat shampooing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all my stuff together and I will be back. Alright, so I got my shampooer, I got my shop vac, and I got a bucket with some Dawn soap first because I think I'm going to give the inside a good once over before I started getting into all the detailing stuff that I'm going to do. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's start on this thing. that's one side that's semi-vacuumed. Now remember, I'm gonna be definitely shampooing this next, but that's about as good as I can get it with the vacuum. So now I gotta do the other side. This is the other side. I know it's not, but at first glance, I swear that was a tooth. I was about to freak out. Okay, I'm all done. Oh, I'm out of breath. I'm all done vacuuming it out, but I'm gonna do things a little backwards this time. Normally I would wipe it down after I've shampooed it, but seeing as this was somebody else's car and the inside is somebody else's dirt and disgust, I'm going to wipe it all down first so that way I can actually get into the car real good and shampoo everything I need to. Usually you shampoo it first because you're going to fling things everywhere. There's just going to be dirt going everywhere. So, but I don't care if I have to take an extra step. I just think that it really needs to be wiped down first. So I'm going to go ahead and start with some Dawn soap and a washcloth and just kind of really get in there. Alright, so here is my soap bucket. And I'm just gonna test a little area here. And let that dry for a second. Alright, it looks like it's gonna come off fairly easy. I mean, there's going to be some spots I'm going to need to scrub, but like I said, this is just going to be a first little coat here that I'm going to try and get it off with, just to get most of it off. And I'm going to do some hella armor all in and stuff. Alright, that is one door that's pretty much wiped down. Like I said, don't nitpick because I'm coming back over this a bunch of times. I'm just getting the surface mold off so that I can get in here and really vacuum the crap out of this. And also, we have already ordered a cabin filter, a new cabin filter, because I know that this was just surface mold, but it had been sitting in here for a little while. So we will be changing the main filter that's in the cabin of this car so that everything is fresh and cleaned. I know. We are gonna do it, but I think it's gonna come off pretty good. Like I said, this is just a first little wipe, so I'm gonna get on the rest of the car because there's a lot more to do, and I will be back. All right, now for the other side. All right, so I've got my solution in there. That's nice and empty, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna take you along with me for just a little bit of it, and then I'm gonna get to work.